up, guys? Big Daddy Juan here. Today we're going to be making yet another YouTube video. So 3 videos ago on my Minnesota Timberwolves video, I did get over 4,600 views, which is very satisfying. I think that hopefully by the time I wake up I'm at like 5,000, and then I'll be really happy. But yeah, I just want to say thank you for that. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the team that's going to shock the NBA, which I think is going to be the Miami Heat. So let's get this started. So the Miami Heat are actually a very interesting team, and as I said what I just said, I'm pretty sure most of you guys looked at me like I'm crazy, but I am aware that the Heat are the most talented team. They really are. They don't have a mega superstar, nothing like that, but I do believe that they have the best chemistry in the NBA. And I just think it's hard to deny, because they started the season off 11-30, and once they finally got their groove, they finished the season 30-11, which I think is really good. They're a little bit short of making the playoffs, but then again, you got to remember, they started 11-30, and that's pretty hard to come back from. But why I say the chemistry thing is, there's been, there was a team a couple years ago, they had all the talent in the world, but they had no chemistry, so they were just like, middle of the pack team, and that team was 2012 Los Angeles Lakers, I believe, with Kobe, Dwight, Steve Nash, Pau Gasol. They really did have a good team, but if there's no chemistry to it, it really doesn't matter. And so, the Heat, every one of their team, they're like, their main 8-9 guys, they're all really solid. Like, for one, you got arguably a top 5 center in the league in Hassan Whiteside. He gave you guys, 17 points, 14 rebounds, and 2 blocks. And I just think that that's really good. So, Hassan Whiteside is a main part of the team. Next you got Goran Dragic, gave you 20 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. And then you got Dion Waiters. Dion Waiters had a major improvement in stats last season. He went from 9.8 points to 15.8 points, from 2 assists to 4.3 assists, which was actually a career high, from 2.6 rebounds to 3.3 rebounds, from 36% three-point shooting to 40% for three-point shooting, which is actually a career high, from 39% field goal to 44% field goal percentage. All in all, I think that Dion Waiters has really been, the surprise of our team, because I didn't really expect much from him, and he really showed out this season, and he had a major improvement. So props to Dion Waiters. So what really makes this team special, and really special, is just the bench. The bench production is really crazy. And the person who I think is the heart and soul of this team is James Johnson. James Johnson, last year he averaged 5 points, 1.2 assists, 2.2 rebounds in 16 minutes. This year, as a 6th man, he goes to 13 points, 3.5 assists, 5 rebounds in 27 minutes. James Johnson was really just the heart and soul of our team this year. I really do believe that. And aside from James Johnson, our bench is just really deep. You got Wayne Ellington, who is our sharpshooter. He averaged 10 points on 38% three-point shooting, and he made about 2.5 threes a game, which is really good. And then you got Tyler Johnson. I think Tyler Johnson's a really good player as well. He averaged 14 points, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. And, that's just really good for the bench. Then you got Josh Richardson. He's also a pretty good three-point shooter. He was averaging 10 points, 2.5 assists, 3 rebounds. Then you got Justice Winslow. Justice Winslow was having a really good season before he got injured. He had 11 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. Now, in my opinion, I think that's really good. And those last 5 guys that I mentioned, that was our bench. And so I think that's really good for bench players. So, yeah. In my opinion, I think that we have a top 5 bench in the league. We did have the 8th most points off bench, behind teams like the Spurs and stuff like that. And, I think our team is actually one of the deepest teams in the league. And so, something in January just sparked this team. We were 11-30, and we finished 30-11. Let's see. From the second half of the season, we had the second highest winning percentage. Second to the Warriors. So I'm fine with that. We were the 3rd best three-point shooting team, and we had the 2nd best plus minus. And I think that's just really good. I think that he are really gonna surprise the NBA. And, you know, I really do think that if they would have made the playoffs, I think they definitely wouldn't have gotten. They definitely would have gotten past the Celtics, maybe the Wizards, and then maybe the Cavs. I don't think they would have beat the Cavs, but I think they would have given the Cavs a run for their money. You know, I really do think that the Heat were one of the only teams in the West, in the East, that could beat the Cavs because they were 3-1 against them in the regular season. So I think that's something to note. And while I wasn't a fan of this free agency move, we did sign Kelly Olynyk to a 4-year, $52 million contract. And, you know, I'm not happy about this move. I'm really not. But I mean, he does make our team deeper. He averaged 9 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists last year as a bench player. And I guess, you know, I'm happy with that. But I mean, at the end of the day, he's not worth $52 million. So I just have to disagree with that. But my bold prediction is that the Heat are going to be a 50-win team. And I say that because I really do think that we're going to be the second or third best team in the East, because I think the Celtics are going to have a drop-off. Because, you know, they have no defensive guards now that they lost Avery Bradley, because, you know, Isaiah Thomas is a mediocre defensive guard, so I just don't think that that's going to help. And, you know, the only team that I think is going to be better than the Heat is the Cavs, the Wizards maybe, and definitely the Bucks. I think the Bucks are a team to watch. I made a video about that. But, you know, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, because I really do think the Heat are going to surprise the NBA this year. You know, they do have a really deep team. You know, they have the best chemistry in the NBA. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, comment, leave a like, and it's been Big Daddy One.